right, let's go ahead and get started. This is Barre Sculpt. My name is Amanda. Let's get started with our warm up. Nice little jog. Get that heart rate up. All you'll need for today is a set of light weights. Totally optional. Everything can be done with just your body weight. I'm just using 2 pound dumbbells as a reference. So feel free to go higher, go lower, do no weight at all. Let's do some jumping jacks. Option to keep it here or take out that hop and just step side to side. Of course, if you don't have weights, you can use a water bottle, you can use a pillow, you can use candles, anything you have around you nearby. Transition into alternating hand toe taps, warming up the back of those legs, using your core, drive your leg up. One more each leg. Coming to a nice hip opener over to a side lunge. So bringing that leg up and over. One more each side. Hold it down, nice low squat, heels and toes out, arms out. Reach down, tap the opposite inside ankle. Head stays above your heart here. One more each hand. Still staying nice and low, arms forward in a windmill motion. Go ahead and reverse that direction, opening up your chest here. Staying low, slight hinge forward at the hips. Open, close the arms, giving yourself a nice big hug, squeezing your shoulder blades open. Coming down to a runner's lunge, left leg forward, pressing through, opening up that right hip, not letting your left knee past your toes. Pull it back, point, flex that left foot, and quickly switch it out. Right foot forward, pressing through, opening up the left hip on this side, not letting your right knee past your toes. Bring it back and point and flex that foot. All right, bring it on up. No equipment needed for our first move. Coming to our nice heels and toes out, nice wide plie squat. Hello, welcome. We're just getting started here. First move of the class. Coming to hands stacked on top of each other. 3 low plie squat pulses coming up to the tippy toes. So warming up the lower body, 3 low squat pulses coming up to those tippy toes, straightening the legs nice and tall. Very nice. So just a set of light weights if you have it today. If not, no worries. Everything can be done with just body weight, or feel free to grab candles. You can grab a water bottle, a pillow, a coffee mug, looking around the room, trying to see what's around for options here for you all. Keep it going. Last 3, then we're going to grab our set of light weights if you'd like to use them. All right. I'm just using 2 pounds. Feet wider than your hips, facing forward, hands at your shoulders. Squat down low and twist. Pressing up with your hands. So still warming up that body. And just adding a nice little stretch here. As you extend that arm to the opposite direction, the same leg comes up on the toes. And feel free to pivot the toes or keep them straight. Pivoting the toes to get a little more range of motion as you extend that same arm to the opposite direction. Looking so good. Keep it going. Last 10. Coming nice and low in your squat. Knees tracking over the toes. Last 3. All right, staying nice and low, and our plie squat, maybe getting a little bit lower, heels and toes up. Go ahead and rest that left hand on your left hip. Bring the right arm up and over, and then crunching down. So right bicep to right ear, and then right elbow to right thigh. Keep it going. Crunching down, feeling that stretch, and then crunching. So we're really focusing on that right side, but as you can feel, we're also working the left side. Keep it going. 20 seconds to go here. Almost there. Reach and bend. Keep it going. Staying nice and low in that squat. Last 5. All right, so coming from here, we're gonna add on some more arms and a hammer curl. So right leg goes out to the side, hammer curl with a curtsy, and then bring it back. So still just working that right side here. Very nice, keep it going. Option with or without weights. Palms facing towards one another. Option to add that hammer curl as you keep the leg out or as you come into the curtsy. Keep it going. Almost there. Still going. Still moving. 10 seconds to go. Then we're going to switch sides. Focusing on our left oblique. And 3. Last 2. All right, coming back to our wide plie squat, heels and toes out. Just rest that right hand on your right hip. Left arm comes up and then reaching down. Left bicep to left ear this time. Left elbow to left thigh. Feeling that nice side body stretch as you reach the arm up and over. And then feeling that crunch as you bring the left elbow to the left thigh. Keep it going. Almost there. Stretching with each reach and clutching with each bend. Keep it going. 10 seconds to go. Last 5, 3, 2. All right, this time palms facing up for our curtsy. So we're gonna work that left leg, bring it out to the side, come down to our curtsy with our palms facing up and the bicep curl. Keep it going, still moving. Nice curtsy lunge, adding on with the bicep curl. Keep it going. Still going, still moving. Awesome, looking so good, so strong. Nice strong point to the toe as you bring it out to the left side. And then chest stays lifted. Upper body just goes up and down, so we're not leaning forward as we come down. Nice upper body strength here. Last 5. Keep it going. All right, come back to our plie squat. We're going to bring the arms forward at a 90-degree angle, just like such. And we're going to come up to the heels and squeeze the elbows in. Just a tiny movement. Keep it going. Almost there. Still going. Working the little tank top part of our arms. Still going. Still moving. Coming up high on those tippy toes as you bring the elbows in toward each other. Palms stay facing upwards like you have a tray of brownies. Keep it going. Almost there. Still going. Last 7. Maybe come higher on those tippy toes. Last 3, 2. All right, bring the heels and toes out. Come up high on the tippy toes and then bend your knees, coming to a nice diamond plie. Hands on your shoulders, palms facing inward. We're gonna alternate pressing the arms up, staying nice, and our low plie squat. So knees tracking over the toes, so you don't want the knees caving inward. Keep it going. Chest stays lifted, gaze forward. We're nice and engaged. Keep it going. Almost there. Nice static diamond hold, adding in alternating overhead arm presses. Almost there. We're gonna add some movement after this move. Last 7. Keep it going. All right, now we're gonna add on here. Nice soft bend in these feet together. We're gonna step back as we roll the arms up. Kick the right leg back with the tricep. So just working the right leg. Step back with the row. Kick back with the tricep extension. Keep it going. Squeezing the base of your feet as you kick your leg back and up. Trying to keep the arms nice and close to your body. Very nice. Keep it going. Almost there. Light hinge forward to allow you to balance. Core nice and engaged. Hips stay parallel to one another. Keep it going. Last 7, then we're going to switch sides. All right, shake it out. Set it up for the other side. So exact same thing. Step back with the left. A tricep extension as you pulse the left leg up for 1 count. Keep it going. Core nice and engaged. Just gazing forward down a few feet in front of your standing leg. Working the base of the left feet here. Bonus work to work that standing thigh. Almost there. Point strong through that working foot. Almost there. 20 seconds to go. Keep it going. Last 10. Almost there. Last 3, 2. All right. So you can have your hands at heart center. You can have your hands on your shoulders. A little bit of balance on this one. So we're gonna come to a narrow squat. Bring the right leg up. Shiva squat. Bring it back down. And then the left side. So with the Shiva squat, we're taking that knee and we're bringing it behind the standing leg. Back to a squat. Bring it back. Slow it down if you need to. Most important thing here is to just find a spot directly in front of you to focus. Another option is to hold on to a wall or a bar, maybe a chair if you have one. Keep it going. Nice squat. Adding that Shiva squat. So keeping that working leg bent. Almost there. Last 3. All right. Coming to a nice wide stance. Feet significantly wider than your hips. We're going to come down to 3 pulse lateral lunge to a leg lift. So same leg that you're pulsing down towards, same leg lifts up. Very nice. Working the inner thigh with our lateral lunge and working that outer thigh with our leg extension. Keep it going. Almost there. 3 lateral lunge pulse. Adding the leg extension out to the side. Very nice. Keep it going. Last 10, we're going to switch sides. So got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, last one. Come back to starting. Now we're going to do the other side. 3 lateral lunge pulses. Side leg extension. Keep it going. Still going. Almost there. Try to point through those toes as you lift the leg up nice and high, but not too high till your upper body comes over to the side. So we're working not only that outer hip, but also that oblique on our working leg side. Keep it going. Last 15. Then we get to come down onto the floor. We have a lot of floor work today. We did a lot of standing work last week. Last 3, 2. All right, coming on down, keeping those weights nearby. We won't use them for a little bit. Coming down onto your left side. Legs extend nice and long. Propping yourself up with your left elbow. Bring the legs up to a 3/4 inch diagonal. Feet together. You can have your front hand in front of you. Bring the legs in, legs out. You can also bring that hand up to the ceiling. You can bring it towards your hip. Option to roll slightly back so you're sitting more on your seat if it hurts your side hip here. Or also an option to bring the legs a little bit lower closer to the mat. Working the inner and outer thighs here. Keep it going, still moving, still going. Little frog presses here, feet stay together. We're gonna add on to this one next from the same position. So maybe legs a little bit lower. We're gonna do a little kick. So right leg forward, left leg back, and then switch. Same thing here. Feel free to roll back a little bit so you're sitting more on your seat bone than your hip if it hurts your hip. Keep it going. Another option too is you can also add a pillow underneath your hip. Keep it going. Little kick. And the best part of this is we have 2 sides. So now you'll know exactly what we're going to do on the other side. Keep it going. Little inner thigh kick. 20 seconds to go here. Option to place a pillow under your bottom hip or roll back a little bit further on your seat bone. Last 10. Last 5, then we're going to rest that bottom leg. All right, from the same position, go ahead and rest that bottom leg. We're going to work that top leg here. We're going to point to the top toe. Slide that foot up as high as you can to the thigh, and then point up to the ceiling, and repeat. So top leg points through, bringing the foot all the way up the thigh, and then up towards the ceiling. Keep it going. Core nice and engaged. We're not letting our body rock forwards and backwards from the starting point that we have. You can also lean a little bit further back on your seat bone here, or wherever you started from, whether it's a little bit further back or completely vertical. Just don't let your body rock forward and backwards as you're moving this leg. 10 seconds to go. Make it a nice, graceful slide up with the point of the toe, up to the ceiling. So with that bottom leg to the floor, point the toes, make a nice bend in that top leg, and we're just going to tap in front and behind that bottom leg here. Just working more of that inner top thigh. Keep it going. Trying to point as high as you can up on the leg. So if it's just down by your feet, that's perfectly fine. The higher up you go, the more challenging it is. But more importantly, think about not touching that bottom leg. Imagine this leg is a log of fire, and you're trying to hop up and over in front and behind that leg while not letting your body rock forwards and backwards. Keep it going. Almost there. We have one more move from the same position. Still going, a little tap for 3, 2. All right, extend that leg out to the diagonal, out nice and long. You can rest your head for this one, point the top foot, and then we're just raising and lowering. We'll point for the first half, and we'll flex for the second half. Just working different muscles, raising and lowering that top leg as high or as low as you'd like. And you can keep it at a 45-degree angle. You can bring it all the way up to a 90-degree angle. All right, next time, flex those toes. Keep that foot nice and flexed. Just working different muscles here. We're nice and engaged, so we're not rocking forwards and backwards. Keep it going. We're going to grab those weights for our next move. You have 7 seconds here. Last 3, 2. All right. Grabbing those weights. If you would like, legs stand nice and long out behind you. Head just stays rested. We're going to raise the legs and lower the legs as we simultaneously add a chest press here. So important thing that you want to think about is you want to lower those legs and raise them as slow as you can. So it's not a rush here. We're not trying to speed through this. The slower you go, the more challenging it is for your core. Keep it going. Adding that chest press if you want to do some additional upper body work. Maybe your chest press is faster. Maybe it's slower. Maybe it's in sync with your leg raise and lower. Last 7 here. Keep it going. Okay, go ahead and rest those weights down. You can have hands behind head, hands by your side, or under your bum for a little bit of back support. Nice straight legs, point to the toes, and we have little scissor kicks. So still work the abdominal muscles and add a little stretch to our legs. Don't worry, I didn't forget our other side. We definitely have it coming up next. Keep it going, core nice and engaged. You can have your head completely rested. Just looking up at the ceiling, thinking about how fun this is. You can also tuck your chin, looking down towards your navel. Keep it going. Almost there. 10 seconds to go. Nice straight legs for 5, 3, 2. All right, bring both legs up, hands up. We have a toe reach, alternating opposite hand, opposite ankle. The right arm reaches over to the outside left ankle. Left arm reaches over to the outside of the right ankle, and then reaching up. Just alternating. Working the lower abs here. Keep it going. Halfway there. Then we get to come on over to our right side. Keep it going. Almost there. Little reaches. Maybe you reach for your toes. Maybe your ankles. Maybe your calves or your knees. Last 5. 3, 2. All right. Bend the knees to the chest. And then quickly come up, coming on to your right side. Now you know exactly what we have going on. Bringing your right forearm down, legs extend nice and long. Feet and heels together. Bring the legs up to a diagonal option to rotate a little back on your seat bone. And then we're just bending and opening up those knees. A little bit of core work here. Maybe a lot of bit of core work here. Keep it going. Option 2 is always just to keep your bottom knee down. It's a little less core intensive, or you can always keep the legs up. Feet stay together. Last 10. Push through. Last 5. All right. Same position. Extend the legs out long. Raise them a few inches off the floor. And then we have our little kick. Keep it going. Maybe rolling a little bit more on your seat bone. You might find that one side just does not work for you. Grab that pillow. Make any modifications that you need. Keep it going. You can also keep that bottom leg down and just work that top leg. Keep it going. More than halfway through this move, then we get to rest that bottom leg. Still going. Still moving, pointing through those toes, making them beautiful fluid movements here. Last 7, 5, 3, 2. All right, go ahead and rest that bottom leg down. You can go ahead and come down on, all the way down your side. Point to that top foot, bring it all the way up to the ceiling, and back down again. Keep it going. Pointing through the toes, making it beautiful, making it fluid, like a little flamingo. Still going. Not letting your upper body rock forwards or backwards by engaging that core. Keep it going. Almost there. Still going. Still moving. Last 10. Going strong for 3, 2. All right, from the same position, keep that top knee bent, point to the toes, just tap in front and behind. Little taps, and front and behind. Keep it going, still going. Almost there. Nice fluid movement. Halfway there. Nice strong point through the toes. You can bring that foot higher. You can bring that foot lower. But remember, that bottom leg is a log of fire. So you don't want to tap it. Still going. Almost there. Last 7. And we get to straighten that top leg and stretch it out. All right. Go and bring that top leg nice and straight. Squeeze your glutes to make that leg even straighter. Feel the difference. Raise and lower that top leg. Now, same thing here. You might be more flexible on one side than the other. Completely normal. Keep it going. Maybe you come up to a 90-degree angle. Maybe you're even more flexible and you can bring your foot all the way up towards your head. Maybe you just lift a few inches or come to a 45-degree angle. Whatever works for you. Next time, go ahead and flex those toes. Just working different muscles here between the point and the flex. Core nice and engaged, not rocking forwards and backwards. Almost there. Still going. Last 5, 3. All right. We're going to come to a little Pilates 100 with the legs straight. So you can have those legs a little bent. You can have your hands behind you. You can rest on your elbows, or you can bring those hands at heart center. From here, we're just bending and extending those legs. So making that beautiful little butterfly shape, a little diamond shape, and then coming back out. Again, you can have your hands behind you for a little more support. If your wrists are a little bit sore, you can also come down onto your elbows for even more of a challenge. Keep your upper body upright and hands either by your side, hands at heart center, whatever works for you. Core nice and engaged. 10 seconds to go here. Almost there. And then we have some glute work. Last 5, 3, 2. All right. Go ahead and lay all the way back. Grabbing those weights. Coming to a nice glute bridge. Feet hip width apart. We have a 4-part combo here. Raise the hips, open the knees, close them, lower. Raise, open, close, lower. So we're just raising and lowering, and add a knee pulse out in between as you keep those hips lifted. So as you bring the hips down, we're not resting them. We want to keep working. It's only 45 minutes of work, and we're only doing this move for 60 seconds. Keep it going. Raise, open, lower, close. Almost there. If you have the weights, keep a hold of them on your hips so they don't roll down. Last 3, 2. All right, bring the feet close together, knees dip together. From here, we're just gonna come up onto the tippy toes, raise the hips up, keep them up nice and high, go on those tippy toes, and then we're just open and closing those knees. So working the inner and outer thighs one more time, working those glutes. Please keep a hold on those weights if you have them on your hips. Keep it going. A little open and close. Maybe the knees touch as they come inward. Still going. 20 seconds to go. Maybe come a little bit higher on those tippy toes. Keep it going. Almost there. Still going. Last 5, 3, 2. All right, go and rest those heels down. This time we're going to make those feet nice and wide, so wider than your hips. So with the weights on your hips if you have them, and we're just raising and lowering. So breaking down the first move that we did, that 4-part combo, and now we're just raising and lowering our hips. Option here to lift your toes, pressing your heels into the mat. Working more of the back side of your legs while still working your glutes. Engage that core, keeping your core nice and tight. Shoulders stay pressed into the mat. We're not trying to come up to a bridge or a wheel here. Keep it going. Almost there. Last 5, 3. All right, so with our glute bridge, grab one of the weights in your right hand, right foot stays planted, lift those hips up, extend that right leg, bringing the knee bent towards the chest, right arm comes up overhead. So we're gonna extend that left leg up as we add a skull pressure and then bend. So we're extending that leg up, adding a skull crusher, holding that glute bridge, opposite leg, opposite hand working. You can just rest that left hand palm facing down next to where your left hip would be on the mat. Keeping those hips nice and high. I know it burns. Keep it going. We're almost there. Beautiful. Still going. Last 10, then we switch sides. Full pressure with a little leg kick holding that glute bridge. All right, rest the hips down as you switch out the weight. Lift the hips back up, left arm up, right arm up, the bent knee. Full pressure with a little kick to the ceiling. Maybe getting those hips a little bit higher. Pressing into the mat with your right palm next to where your right hip would lay. Shoulders stay pressed into the mat. Very nice. Keep it going. Almost there. Keep it going. Core nice and engaged. We're almost there. Still going. I see the foot on the screen. I love it. Keep it going. 7 seconds to go. Then we have some core work. Last 3, 2. All right, go ahead and grab both of those weights, still laying on your back. Extend the left leg long, bend the right knee at 90. We're gonna take the left arm, reach it over to the outside of that right leg. So a nice oblique crunch, back to center, and then bring the left knee in, extend. So a single leg bicycle on that left leg. And as we keep that left leg extended and hovering, we're gonna do a nice oblique crunch with the left hand. Keep it going. So right knee stays bent at 90, reverse tabletop. That leg is not moving. Keep the right knee over your right hip. Still going. Crunching up, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Almost there. 7 seconds to go. All right, bend both knees to the chest, just rest your head. Go with the weights in the hands. Now we have bicycle with weighted arms. So same leg, same arm extend. Keep it going, point to the toes. Make it beautiful and graceful, just like you've been doing all class. Lower back stays pressed into the mat, elbows lifted off the mat. Keep those elbows an inch or two away from your body. Make everything work. The lower your feet are, the more challenging it is. Option to bring the legs up to a diagonal or up to the ceiling. Still moving, same leg, same arm. Keep it going. Almost there. Last 10. Then we have our other single leg bicycle. In 5. Last 3, 2, 1. Keep the left leg bent. Right leg becomes nice and long. We're going to work that right leg now. Bring the right arm up and over to the outside of that left knee. Bend and extend that right leg. Right arm reaches up and over to the outside left. Single leg bicycle with the right. Keep it going. Going at your own pace. Slowing it down or speeding it up if needed. Almost our left leg stays completely still, not moving. Left knee stays placed directly over the left hip. Almost there. Keep it going. In 10, we're going to flip it over to a tabletop. Last 5, 3, 2. All right, set those weights aside, keep them close by, and then flipping it on over to a tabletop position. Elbows over wrists, hips over knees. Option to also come down onto your elbows for a dolphin pose. We're going to extend that right leg nice and straight back, flex the foot, and then just raise and lower. So you want to think about keeping those hips completely parallel. We're now opening up that right hip here, so we're limiting our range of motion with that right leg. Right leg stays nice and straight, core nice and engaged, nice flat back. If you're down onto your palms, pressing between your thumb and index finger. Always an option to come down onto your elbows. Still working that right leg. Last 7, then we switch. Keep it going. All right, rest that right knee down. Extend that left leg nice and long. Flex the toes. And then just raise and lower. Working the base of that left glute here. Just looking down between your thumb and index finger, or an inch or two in front of your palms if you're on your forearms. Core nice and engaged. We're not lifting. Open that left side hip. Keep the hips completely parallel to the floor below you. Keep it going. Tiny squeeze at the top. You don't have to come all the way back down to the mat. Just little pulses. Working that left side here. Last 10, and we're going to come down onto our stomach. And 3, last 2. All right, coming on down. Option to grab a weight in the hands. Arms and legs bend nice and long. We're going to work the left leg and the right hand. So relax the left hand, the right leg. We're going to lift both of them up and then pull the right arm back. So almost like we're doing an overhead press, but we're having that hand palm facing down in front of our face. Left leg stays nice and lifted, point to the toes, squeezing the shoulders as you pull the arm down. Keep it going. Almost there. Last 10. So going for 5. Last 3, 2. All right, switch it out. Go ahead and rest that left leg and right hand. We already worked that side. Weight in the left hand. Lift up that right leg. Lift up that left hand and pulling it back. So that right leg stays lifted. It's actively working here by just holding that lift, pointing through the toes. Just relaxing the left foot. Top shoelace portion of your left foot just resting onto that mat. Right arm just stays extended in front, and then we're just pulling down, pulling through those shoulders with the left arm. Keep it going. 15 seconds to go. Last 10. Keep it going. All right, go ahead and rest those weights down. We have one more move here. Bring the weights aside. So arms and feet hip width apart. Lift everything up. Hold it here. And we're bringing the arms and legs out, back in. Out, back in. Keep it going. So we're just bringing the limbs away from the body and back towards the body. Everything stays lifted. Last 30 seconds of work here. Then we have our stretch. Finishing out with our back side. Engage your core here. Maybe lift those legs a little bit higher. Maybe lift your upper body a little bit higher. Keep it going. We're so close. Last 10 here. Push through all the way to the end. Last 5, 3, 2. Last 1. Very nice. Go ahead and press your palms into the mat, pressing up. Option also come down onto your elbows for a smaller range of motion with a Sphinx stretch, or pressing up with your palms. Going that stretch through your core. Turn over to the left side, looking over that left shoulder. Come back through center, looking over the right shoulder. And then pushing yourself up and back to a wide knee child's pose. Feet in towards your heels. Chest stays in towards the floor. And then stretching your fingertips nice and long. Think about pressing your armpits in towards the mat. And just holding it here for another breath. And then pushing up to a tabletop position. Elbows over wrists, hips over knees. Doing a few cat-cows with your breath. Looking up towards the ceiling, hammocking your belly. And arching your spine, bringing your gaze towards your navel. A few more times here with your breath. Looking up, hammocking your belly. Arching your back, bringing your gaze towards your navel. One more time each with your own breath. And then meet me back in a neutral position, nice straight back. Tuck your toes, bring your hands up, palm print forward, and lift your hips up, coming into a nice down dog. Pressing your heels in towards the mat, feeling that super deep stretch down the back side of your legs. Lift your heels nice and high and bring the toes, bring the feet over to the right side. Feeling that stretch all down the right side. Lifting your heels again and lowering them over to the left side this time. Lift the heels, come back to center, and then pedaling the heels one at a time, bending the knee towards the mat. One more each side. And then pressing the heels in towards the mat, shifting your hips up, and then slowly walking your fingertips towards your toes, and just having a generous hang, feeling that super deep stretch all down the back side of your legs here. Head and neck, arms, everything just relaxed, resting. Option to grab opposite elbows and sway side to side here. Maybe shaking your head yes, maybe shaking it no, maybe drawing some figure eight and then reversing the direction. Don't think about it too much. Relax your hands and then rolling up nice and slowly. Shoulders come back, shoulders forward. Nice big deep breath. One more. Awesome. Thank you all so much. It was an absolute pleasure to guide you all through the bar sculpt class today. Again, my name is Amanda. Please let me know if you have any questions. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you, everybody.